Alright guys,
Go get a lay pad.
so for the next, so as I said, Melody has her goal setting sheet. Everyone should have grabbed it. Emerson, did you grab yours? Thank you. Actually, Emerson, do not write on yours because I don't have any more. So in a bit, do not dirty it with red hot chips.
Here's
In a
more
bit,
here.
can you- Oh, there's more there? I thought I did everything else. Thank you. JK. So, if you guys see it on here, you have your name. Make sure you guys put your name. One thing I will let you know is I am picking this up at the end of the class time. Every paper that I'm giving you back today, I am picking it up because I promised you guys that I was gonna make you a review packet, right? That review packet, I've been working on it. It should be ready by this weekend, but I wanna make sure that in your review packet, this goes in there as well. That way you keep your goals all together and you guys are reminded of the goal that you have at the end of like the review session. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna put your name. You're then gonna have an overall specific goal for the AP exam. For the AP exam, in order to score, like to get a qualifying score, you have to earn 55% of the points. So you make sure like whatever goal that you want, whether that be like I want to get a 55% correct, like I want to get a 5, I want to get a 4. If you're at a 1, like from your mock exam, I want to be able to get to a 2. Because even like research and study shows, people that grow 1 like point average, like from a 1 to a 2, that just means that they have grown and that they're now going to be more successful in college because they grew that big of a jump. So for the next 5 minutes, go ahead and write your goal setting overall. Then I want you to take a look at what are my top 5 action steps that I need to get to do in order to make that goal possible. And you have some options at the bottom, like that you can maybe look at. In the back, what might be some obstacles to getting to those goals? Like I know one of them, it says TV, texting, laziness, like me being lazy. Like you can put any of those options. And then the last 2 is like who can I rely on to make sure that I keep myself on track to my goal. And then there's also options that you guys can pick up if you need that there. Go ahead, I'm gonna put 4, is that enough, 4 minutes? While I take attendance, I'm gonna put 4 minutes on the timer while you guys, Say that again, Rafa? I'm gonna put 4 minutes while you guys do it. Feel free if you guys wanna discuss with each other, y'all can do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and take. Let's take attendance.
Did you say next day? One another one? I don't remember anything.
You ate them all though.
Huh? No, I didn't.
Lily has no money.
I see those were good. Right.
I just want to pass. I just got it. It will pass. With the 85%. You read.
You gotta put it.
I know.
Those ones when it's AP exam. That's the AP exam.
Who am I missing?
Carla.
Is she here today?
Hey,
I don't pass.
Alex, you want?
With the 3. Because I know that I'm
Christmas in 7th grade. Everyone crazy. She crazy though. I don't want to come in here.
Alright guys, make sure we're working on our goals. Make sure we're working on our goals. Emerson, make sure you're working on your goals. Make sure you guys are working on your goals. No, that is not a realistic goal.
I have high hopes.
So here's the thing, guys.
Perfect score.
Jacob said his goal is to get a perfect score. The
Isn't that
AP
everyone's goal?
exam, the AP exam is not meant for you to like earn every point possible.
But is it
Like
possible?
one in a million.
He
Does
could be that
happen?
one.
I'm not one.
He could be that one.
Let him be there.
Let me dream
Have
this.
that Okay, if you want that goal, like go for it, but just know that you're gonna have to work extra hard.
No, if I come short of it though, I don't want to
evaluation
paper.
I mean, that's,
You got your ways.
Have you guys taken your evaluation papers yet for teachers?
Oh yeah, I didn't have it. I gave you a good grade.
How does that look like though? How does that?
No, I gave it to
What do you want to pass?
Oh, would you give it?
I give everything like no.
What percent?
I don't want to
I lied on all of them just to get it over with. I put strongly agree on every category. I put strongly agree on everyone's thing.
Why?
I got Mr. Lee, Mr. Cheney, and Mr. Rainey.
See, I don't like. I don't have a problem with Mr. Cherry.
Oh, I got you, Michelle.
I used to play school.
I got you on my team.
No, I used to hate him. That was kind of funny.
Yeah. I got you, I got Miss Paranard, I got Miss Miller.
I didn't get Miss Paranard. I got Miss Miller, Miss
But who else?
you, and then Mr.
You got
Exactly.
You got Miss Paranard.
I was talking to Miss
Yeah.
Chavez. I got
Yes, agree on everything.
Miss Paranard.
We don't talk about that anymore.
No. You ask Miss Miller if that can get somebody fired, and they can't.
Bro, did I
You can't get fired for that. You can't get fired for
Everybody-
that. No, they can't get fired for that.
They would ask questions of a lot of people.
Yeah.
But
I only give.
what?
These are my nerves.
Really?
Yes.
He doesn't even do anything. He just says Jacob. All he does to Jacob is say Jacob focus.
You're not
And then
even
that's
in
it.
it.
That's literally
I'm
all.
right.
That's all Mr. Ike tells Jacob.
Because you put on
Jacob
your schedule that
focus.
you wanted on level one history for next year.
that was on there. That was on
Yeah.
there. And I said,
When we first met him, I was like, bro, what's wrong with you?
thank you, I wanted that.
Alright guys, let's go ahead and bring it forward in 3, 2, and
Seconds. Isn't it teacher suck, so.
1. I was mentioning to a couple of people is that today we got to like not finalize, but look at the schedule for like history, social studies course selection. And so the people that chose AP and human geography and chose AP world history, I kind of like kept them where it is. Some other students chose, I think they were currently in AP human, but then they put that they wanted to be on level. If you did that, and I know for sure that you can do like AP level work, I just switched you to AP, and I'm not gonna allow you to stay in like on level.
Did he move anyone from
Wait,
AP?
so on my paper it said AP World History, so you kept me in AP.
Yeah,
World.
I kept you
And
on
going
AP world history.
Wait, who's AP World History?
David? Jesse's gonna go first, and then Emerson.
I can go right now.
Yeah, you can go right now. Emerson.
Oh, her?
Did you move anyone down?
Oh, no.
I think I moved a couple of people down, based on, but I'm gonna talk to them again, based on some stuff. Rafa, can I have you put your feet down, please?
Michelle, what's the AP World History teacher's name?
Mr. Brewski?
Oh, is that the one?
Is she the one with the purple hair, right?
It's the one.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay,
If I don't like them, I'm going after you.
so everyone has their goal written down, right? I saw that a lot of you guys put like, oh, I wanna pass with the 3. Be a little bit, if you can, be a little bit more specific. Like, what does that look like? Like, how many points do you need to get there to get to a 3 based on your mock exam? Like, if you were at a, like, out of 120, like, right, to get to a 3, you needed to earn, I think, 63 or 67%, like 60 points. If you got below that, okay, I think it was 63. Like if you earned 63 or more points, it was like you got a 3. And if you got like a 50, just say, okay, on my real estate, I need to make sure I increase by at least like 10 points or at least 3 points or at least 20. I at least want to increase a certain amount. That way you know that you're like being on track, right? So for me, I also did a goal setting sheet the same with what I did is I went ahead on my goal setting sheet. I put on there, okay, I want to make sure that 100% of my students are invested in this review that I'm making. I also want to make sure that another one of my examples is,
So Raphael, the better
Guys.
part of you.
another one of my goal setting is I want to make sure I am providing you with all the available resources that there are out there, and also making sure that I am able to adequately prepare myself to prepare you guys, right? So like I've already signed up for a bunch of webinars that are going to help me with the test preparation for you guys. One of the obstacles that I set for myself is that one of my obstacles is I run out of time all the time. Like I feel like I never have enough time to do anything. Time management is one of my biggest things, so I need to work on that. Like time management, I need to calendar stuff out, I need to make sure I am properly using my weekends. Like I always say, I'm gonna work on the weekends, but does that really happen?
No.
I love to sleep. On the weekends, I wake up like at 11.
On
So-
11? That's not even late.
That's not really
That's
I wake up like
Exactly.
2.
Exactly.
I wake up at 2.
Listen, I want the schedule on the weekend.
So,
Get the people.
This is what, alright, let's go ahead and bring it back in 3, 2,
I wake up at like 8.
And- 1. Thank you. So we're gonna be looking at that today in a bit. If we have time at the end, we'll also do our calendaring. But first, our do now was our goal setting. All of this is gonna go into your review packet. Second, we're gonna look at the mock exam. You guys know your score, but I feel like we need to look at the breakdown of each, like what unit it was your best unit, what unit was your worst unit. So I'm gonna be passing back out those like student overview worksheets so you guys can see, and we'll go over this together, so you guys can see how to determine which units you need to focus more on and which ones you can maybe relax a little bit, so you're not just like looking at everything that's like, oh my god, I don't know what to study, because I know that's happened to me before when I was in college. I wanted to like learn everything that I've learned in the semester in one night. And was that even possible?
Yes.
No, it's not possible.
Maybe not for you.
And then lastly, after our mock exam, if we have time, we'll do our calendar. Like I printed out some blank calendars of the next couple of weeks. We'll write on there like your dates that you guys know you're gonna have like exams. And then you can see and you can fill in, okay, what days are available for me to study, which days I can like put some time in and so on and so forth. Questions, Jacob, or
Are you
David?
collecting this and?
I am collecting it back because I wanna make sure that I have it to put it in your review
So we
packet.
don't lose it?
Yeah, so you guys don't lose it. David?
How many time do we have for the test?
We have roughly like 3 weeks. 3 weeks, so that's when we're gonna be reviewing.
I thought it was May 14th.
The test is May 14th, that's roughly like 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, I think.
2.5.
2 weeks.
So, what we're gonna do next, guys, I am going to be individually, everyone is going to be getting back their scores. We're gonna go, do not do anything with it just yet, just look at it. If you wanna scan it, like, not scan it, if you wanna go through it, if you wanna go through it to see how that looks, I think I have my display settings, I need to put it to never. Display, brightness, auto lock, never. Do not do anything with it just yet. We're gonna go over it and I'm going to tell you what to look at what. But once you get it, if you look at the top, or you know what, once you get it, I'll go over it. But this is in alphabetical order, going backwards. Jacob?
Yeah.
This is what you guys got for your mock exam. Emerson?
What?
What did you get?
David?
Oh, hey.
On 3 subjects,
was
that's
like-
0% far below
I
these.
laughed at the joke.
But it's not a joke.
No, it was. That's why I laughed. I didn't say anything offensive way, but I laughed at the
We should
joke.
inform
But it's not a joke, yeah.
Bro, you ain't ready for these scores.
Guys, also, I'm picking these back up because these are, guys. Emerson? I'm picking these back up because I also want these to go into your review packet. So you can guys look at which topics is it that you need to focus on.
There are too many noses.
I have a bunch of yeses.
I only got one qualified.
Way more than 14.
And then Carla's not here, so I'll use Carla's.
Not even proud of myself.
Alright, does everyone have theirs?
I mastered it.
I won't tell anybody.
Does everyone have theirs?
You had the food.
I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to go over it.
I did mention the food thing.
Yeah, and
You got 3 more.
And the, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, that's a breakfast,
I
real.
don't know what that is. I did go down and
Yeah, you don't got more.
alright, let's go ahead and bring it forward in 3, 2, and 1. Everyone should see something that looks like this, correct? Something that looks like this,
I
right?
wish I had that many yeses.
I'm not gonna tell you whose this is, that's why I blocked out the name.
they have a small name.
They have a lot of yeses, so.
Yeah, they got better grades
They're
than me.
3.
So, I
Hey,
am,
Derek got 98.
I am going to tell you guys how to read this, and then Jesse, Jacob, can you fill in really quickly?
I just.
But just do it, whisper it. Jesse, come here. Not loud whisper, in voice. Okay, so everyone should see this, and at the top, you should see your name, you should see that this was the mock exam, and then you should also see this 87 out of 120 points. Hold on, let me finish it. We know that it was out of 120, where the multiple choice was worth 60 points, and the FRQ was worth 60 points, right? That makes 120. And so, because 50% of your score comes from the multiple choice, and 50% of the score comes from the FRQ. This is why this person got 87 points available out of the 120, and that translated to a well-qualified, which translated to a 4 on the AP exam. If you got extremely qualified, that means it's a 5. If you have a well-qualified, that is a 4. If you have a qualified, that is a 3. If you have a possible qualified, that is a 2. And if you have, I don't know what's the other one, for one. It stands for, is it right?
Far below.
Yeah, it is. If you got a 1, that means it is far below basic.
Let me see your face.
Now,
Oh yeah, Jesse.
if you look at this, you kind of look at many different things. I think the minimum to get a 3, you should have earned 63 of the points. Then that would have given you a 3. So like if you got a 60, you know you're 3 points away. That's like really, really close.
Joseph.
Guys. So, if we were to look at this, we see that we have a lot of things kind of to look at. The way that this report breaks it down by unit, which is the little like number that the numeral number that you see, and it also breaks it down by topic. So there's like 1A, 1B, and 1C. Those are all the topics associated with unit.